what kind of influence that has on you? Like, have any of them come back and influenced you that way too? Just talk about your background.
Yes, sir. I think growing up, I went to Westlake High School, like you referred to, and just kind of watching all those guys growing up. You know, Westlake. I used to know all the players. Like when I was a little kid, used to know every single starter. Watching guys like Sam Ellinger when I was kind of in middle school, going into high school. Um, and so, obviously there's an inspiration there. It made me work really, really hard because I wanted to win state in high school. That was really the main goal, and that's all that mattered to me. And I think you learn a lot playing in a big time Texas program, especially on defense, because not a lot of people get to use all the defenses that we did and are able to learn that many defenses and be very knowledgeable. And that's something that our defensive coordinator at the time helped us out a lot with. And we got good knowledge of football and just a feel for the game.
Right. And then, of course, there's tremendous tradition at Army West Point, a different kind of tradition, different level. But I just wonder how it translates. I think you experience more pressure of living up to tradition than most high school kids.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. I think it's just a tradition of hard work in every aspect of your life, and so that's something you got to live up to every day and deal with every day.
And how do you enjoy it? Is it good for you?
I think it is good for me. I think by the end of these 4 years, I'll have no regrets. Met a lot of great people, and I've definitely grown a lot as a person in the past 2 years. We got 2 more left.
Great, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Leo, Ken Kraetzer again. So, growing up in Austin, what are your football loyalties? What was your NFL team? What was your college team?
It's a little awkward with the college side of things. Mom was an Aggie, so I used to like the Aggies, but Sam Ellinger and some other guys that I knew went to Texas. I kind of started paying attention more to them. It's been a rough couple of years for them, but I just kind of I follow them just because I got a lot of people that go there. And then NFL, I definitely keep track of the Cowboys the most, but I'm not one of those big time Cowboy fans that gets offended when you bring up all the Packers games. So.
As far as your major, business management, how's that going? What do you want to become?
So I ended up doing engineering management, but it's not too different of a thing. I just kind of decided that I wanted to combine a little bit more math and science with the business side of things. It's been going good. I got a lot of major classes coming up this next semester, which we'll be excited to get into.
What did you learn most about the West Point experience through these first 2 years?
That's a good question. I think you don't have to do everything on your own. Reaching out, getting help if you need it is definitely something that if needed, that's a good thing to do. There's nothing wrong with doing that. And then just learn a lot about resilience and working through things and persevering no matter how overwhelming things may feel.
Did it test you more than you expected?
Most definitely. I did not. Yes, sir. Most definitely.
So you feel like you're a better person now, yes?
I do. I feel like I've grown a lot in the past 2 years.
All right. Thanks, Leo.
No problem.
Yeah, Leo, I want to follow up on that. What did bring you to West Point? Since your high school does have such a rich recruiting tradition, what made you pick a service academy?
Yes, sir. I think when Mike Beatty walks up to you, it's kind of hard to tell him no. But no, all jokes aside, though, I think Coach Beatty did a great job of representing the academy when I first met him. I could tell, I had a gut feeling that that's where I kind of wanted to end up being. I think it's just the well-roundedness of this place had more to offer than a lot of other places I could have gone, and I think just obviously there's a big program which I wanted to do, big football program. High academic, but then also just like a respected degree, just a well-rounded, character development.
Yeah, and we hear about Drew Brees and guys like Sam Ellinger. Is there also a history of going to the academies, or is it kind of blaze a new trail for Westlake?
There was a guy, he didn't play football here, but he came here before me. A guy on the football team this last year actually just came from Service Academy. Charlie Barnett is the kicker for us now. But I can't think of any guys that came to the Service Academy before me out of Westlake. So, yes, sir.
All right, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Leo, good to see you. Ken Kraetzer, Cam Vets Media. Hot out on the field today. A moment when there was a loss of composure. What was your thought on what happened out on the field?
Just we get competitive. It's the first time we've been competing in a long time. you know, it's hard not to have that competitive edge when you're out there against the offense. And you know, that's just something that kind of happens in football. You got a bunch of competitors out there on the field. But you know, I think that's definitely something that we need to work on and, you know, not have happen so we don't waste anybody's time and keep working on football.
Yeah. What is how is the first couple of days? It's been very warm out on the field. It's field turf, so it's even hotter. How has it been to practice in that condition? What have you accomplished?
Definitely been pretty rough, but you know, it's good. It's hard work. It's good. It's what we all signed up for. And I think in order to best prepare us for the first game, you know, that's what you got to do. So I think we're just getting in a lot better shape, really.
And just tell us about some of the players in the linebacker room now. I saw a couple of guys out on the field: Cole Mabry, Jimmy Ciarlo, Peyton Hampton. Was it Chase Keith?
Chance Keith.
Chance Keith, yeah. Some of the guys I spotted. Tell us about some of the players out in the second row.
No doubt. Well, you know, Peyton Hampton right now is coming up into that role after Eric, and so is Spencer Jones. They're both kind of fighting for that spot. You know, and that's going to be a good competition. You know, Ham Baker is a really good player, very athletic. You know, obviously it'd be good to see him in the rotation too. And like you mentioned, Jimmy Ciarlo, Cole Mabry, all those guys are very dependable guys, and somebody we can count on, which is always a good thing.
And how's it be when you do get into full contact scrimmages, I guess next week?
Yeah, that's going to be something we haven't done in a while, so I think that'll be exciting. I'm definitely looking forward to it.
Let me just ask you about you wearing padded helmets out in the practice field, and everybody on the team. How does that feel to you?
I think it's a good thing. Obviously, it helps prevent concussions. I know a lot of other college teams do that as well in years past. So I think that's you know, obviously a good thing. Always got to be safe out there.
Absolutely. Thank you.
That's it for Leo. Next up will be Isaiah Austin, and he'll be coming in about 10 seconds.
Thank you guys.